The material quality and the toe shape on these guys are just utterly fantastic. Hey, what's going on everybody? My name is Chris. Welcome back to the official WearTesters.com YouTube channel. Today we got a detailed look and breakdown of these bad girls right here. This is such a nice pair of Air Jordan 1s. I gotta say, like, this is the brand's, like, one of their best that they've done in quite some time. From top to bottom, these things are just... And just in case you guys are wondering, this is the box. You've got foil gold as the branding accents. The paper looks like this, so it's gonna be kind of semi-translucent, and there's gold little Jumpman all over the place. They also come with an extra set of laces. The extra laces I am not a fan of. Do you like these?
I don't hate them.
Better than those ribbon ones that they did on the pralines,
yeah.
Right? I do like them more than that. I think it's just the texture of them. It's a little bit different than those. But either way, these guys right here are just a really great looking pair of shoes. I'm not a huge fan of gold, so for me personally this is a miss, but if they were just straight up all white with a gold wings logo right here and the gold logo on the tongue and kept this gum outsole. Now they do remind me of a couple of original releases, or one of them is an original release. It was actually in 1985 Friends and Family sample. They were done up almost just like this, minus the gold collar area, where they were just a black and gold with a white midsole. Those were ultra rare. I don't believe that they actually released at retail. Again, I think it was a Friends and Family release. They also didn't have the gum outsoles or anything like that, but I mean, it really reminds me of these. On top of that, they remind me a little bit of a shoe that actually did release, which was the black patent leathers. They were originally released as a mid as part of the Chicago, UNC, and then that shoe right there was a three-part like series or whatever way back in the late 90s, early 2000s. And that was just, you know, the shoes reimagined, but before they called it reimagined, where they were all done up in patent leather. That shoe in that colorway did re-release as a high top retro. Those have the gold swoosh and the gold collar and all of that, but they do have a black midsole. So it's similar but different. These I just find to be a little bit more elegant looking. I personally just really like white shoes. So this right here is just really right up my alley, minus the gold touches. And I think that they're really neat. So on the bottom here, we have the greatest traction of all time, but it's done up in a way that makes it even greater than usual. How is that? Simple. They added gum rubber on here. In case you guys don't know, like for those of you guys have not played in gum rubber outsoles, this right here, I don't know why, but it's a game changer. It makes any trash pattern a lot better. And then when you have a pattern like this that is already great, it's gonna make it even greater. I don't know why, but gum rubber is just ultra tacky and sticky. It's no surprise that they use it on all kinds of products, from skate products to grip to your boards to basketball products to grip the court. Moving on up, we've got a rubber cup sole. Inside of that rubber cup sole is a polyurethane wedge. Inside of that polyurethane wedge is an encapsulated heel air sole unit. Now where these really like pop off is the toe shape and the materials. It's so good, dude. Like, it's so good. I wish that every pair of ones was like this, and the materials here are just amazing. They're not super thick premium cuts or anything like that, but the polyurethane coat that's on there is super thin. It's super soft. It allows you to see the texture in each panel, and they're all different. Like, some of it looks like textured, some of it looks tumbled, some of it just looks and smooth as ice. It's awesome. Now the gold sections seem to be a synthetic material, so luckily it's just the accent pieces, not anything really to write home about. Now the tongue on these is just a traditional nylon. If you guys checked out our previous video on the 85 cut Air Jordan 1, we had talked about how they actually switched up the tongues on that particular release, which will be interesting to see if that's how they come out, like from here on out, like the white base colorways, where they're actually a canvas and not the nylon. So these guys right here, standard nylon that we've seen on multiple pairs of Air Jordan 1s at this point. The 85 version though, they switched things up and actually changed it back to the original tech specs, where the original white based colorways were actually a canvas tongue, whereas the black ones featured nylon. So I thought that was like a really interesting thing. The internal lining might be the part that I dislike the most. It's so slick. I know that some people really like that. I like a little bit of texture in there. I don't like a lot, because it could scratch up your legs and your ankles and stuff like that. Or like, you know how like they f up your socks sometimes, make those weird little fuzzy balls and this probably won't do that, but I also don't just like how silky smooth it is. But these are not for me, so you know, it is what it is. They do come with an extra little pendant, a charm.
Oh, little trinket.
It comes fixed on one of the lace loops, the fixed lace loops on the tongue and everything like that. Obviously it's removable, so if you want to put this on your keychain or just throw it in the box, because I mean, I don't think this is real gold. I did think that it was a cool little touch, especially since the women's releases don't come with like the booklets, even though they shouldn't, because this isn't the 85 version, but you know, they've been coming with the hang tags for some reason, though, like the leather ones. So I thought that that was a cool new feature where they ditched the leather tag, probably because it wouldn't be leather, it'd be synthetic with the gold matching. And then they did a matching gold emblem. Nice touch. Now real quick, I did want to emphasize just how good the toe shape is. I forgot to do that earlier, but this right here, it's got like the most perfect slope on these things. It's so pretty. It's really hard to show, but these are some fakes, but they're, I showed these also in the 85 video, but these are like recreated and handcrafted and customized to look as close to the 85 version as possible. They look a little bit more close to the 85 release than Jordan Brand's 85 releases. But the toe shape right here, like the slope on it, perfect. It's like damn near identical. The only thing that they could change to make it just a little bit more accurate to the actual 85 release is if they actually widened out that toe panel. We were so close! Now, as far as sizing is concerned, go true to size. You should be good to go. They are in women's sizes for anybody curious. So if you're a guy and you're trying to grab a pair, just make sure that you convert your size. It's 1.5 sizes up from your regular true men's size. So a size 9 would be a women's 10.5. If you were interested in grabbing a pair of these, they're going to be available at most Jordan Brand retailers. I don't think this is going to be a hard drop to cop. So if you do like the materials, the colorway, all that stuff, you like them best like this, like I do, where they just are simple, clean. I love that gum bottom. I just wish they were all white with the gum bottom. I think that would have been stupid fresh. But they will be available in women's size all the way down to little kid size. So I thought that was pretty cool. You can get your little one a pair. And they'll be available over at retailers such as Phenom. If you're in the Sacramento area, they're over in the Doco Shopping Center right across from Macy's. So if you haven't checked them out yet, go do it. They're awesome people. Do we have a question of the day?
We do.
I almost forgot.
If you had the opportunity to become immortal, would you take that?
Yeah.
Really?
Well, what type of immortal are we talking about? Are we talking about like Wolverine, where you have healing factor, so you look kind of young for the majority of your life, or are we talking about like...
eventually won't he die? Like, he's just growing old slowly.
Super slowly, yes. So he's not technically immortal.
I was taking it more so as like Tuck Everlasting, where
What's that?
You've never seen Tuck Everlasting? Oh my gosh.
Is it a Disney movie?
No, I don't know.
I mean, I know the immortal guy from that CGI 2007 Ninja Turtles movie.
Tuck Everlasting, it's like a creek that they all go in the water, and once they do that, they stop aging right then.
That's what I was gonna ask. So like the guy from the Turtle movie, as soon as he became an immortal, he was stuck in that form forever. So if I was like 3 and I decided on accident I'd become immortal, I'd be screwed.
Right.
I'd be my pants for the whole life. That would suck.
So yeah, basically it would just freeze you as you are for eternity. You would never die.
I'd be down with that.
Really?
Would I feel old?
You would be feeling just as you are right now.
I mean, I feel old right now.
So I mean, like, you could always improve yourself. Like, you can make yourself more...
like the perfect human specimen.
Yes, but you
Since you got time, you might as well.
But you would be stuck right there at that age.
But what happens if you accidentally like cut off your arm?
It doesn't grow back.
Well, see, that's the part that I don't like. So I could get hit by a bus, be paralyzed, and then be just...
stuck.
That would suck.
Yeah.
So no Wolverine, just immortal.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm actually stumped. If I was immortal plus Wolverine, totally there. If I am just Wolverine, totally there. If I am immortal and have the ability to really hurt myself and just stay that way forever, I don't think I'd do that. What would you do?
I would not.
Really?
Yeah. The idea of having to work and survive forever.
Like, would you be immune to disease?
You're making this way more complicated.
No, because like if a zombie apocalypse happens, are you immune to that?
I will have to go back and watch Tuck Everlasting.
Yeah, what are the parameters for being immortal? Like, I need to know these things.
Okay.
Sound off below and let us know. Now I'm curious. You guys better show up for this one. This is a good question. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks for all your support. We really appreciate you guys coming here and, you know, hanging out with us for however long this video was. I know for us, what are we at?
19.
That's a long time to talk about one shoe.
My goal is to make this video 9 minutes long.
This is what people don't understand. We have this conversation, or I just did this morning with like so many people in our Discord and all that stuff. You only see, but we film so much, you know what I mean? So yeah, but thank you guys once again. We will catch y'all on the next one. So until then, have a good one.